Morning, good afternoon, whatever. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, really quick afternoon slash morning, Ching. It's been a crazy fucking day, and I just want to throw a couple little things out there. First of all, I stopped by a friend's house today. You know what I mean? He's convalescing. He had shoulder surgery, and I thought maybe I'd go over there, hang out, and just bullshit and read the paper and talk and watch TV and he kept talking about his dog, you know what I mean? And he had to take his dog to have the nails done and shit like that. Well, it's a big dog, so he had to have the nails cut. But, he was mentioning about this lady that was ahead of him with a dog and had to have its anal gland drained. I'm like, I kind of heard some, people talking about that once or twice before about, their dogs, they're going to take their dog to have the anal. Look, besides my Rottweiler, I always had mutts, you know what I mean? And never once as a child when bringing, when we all brought our little dogs and our pets to our parents, oh, can I keep it? I'll take care of it, I'll walk it, I'll feed it. And your father and mother are like, oh, no, I'll end up doing it. And they do. But, not once did I have to, I said, yeah, I'd walk the dog, feed the dog, play with it. You'd never know the dog was around. Never once I said, I was the question where I would have to, a fucking anal gland, clean its anal gland. You gotta clean the dog's anal gland. If I had to clean my dog's anal gland, I wouldn't be able to say my dog, because I'd have a bird or a fish or a fucking turtle. It has a little island, it's a plastic thing. But yeah, he's like, yeah, they actually have to. People bring their dogs and have their anal glands cleaned. I would not have it. My dog, God rest his soul, Murphy was my sidekick for years. Never once did he, like, hey, can you get my anal gland for me? No. He would be living with the Kleins or the McMurphys or the Washingtons. He wouldn't be living with the Chings if he had to have his anal gland cleaned. Now, I had posted a photo of my brother Chris's Indian. Rest in peace, Chris. Miss you. Guy was a man among men. The guy was a trip. And there's a picture of his Indian. It's a, custom chop, did it himself, mostly. And I had posted a thing because his handlebars were odd. He had started a motorcycle. He was partners with an idiot from Pennsylvania in a classic antique motorcycle magazine. It's like DSAs and a lot of British crap and stuff. No offense to the Brits, I mean crap, but And classic bikes, not like choppers or anything like that. But the magazine was started by this rube in Pennsylvania, and Chris had to move out there, and he wasn't happy with the surroundings where he was. You know what I mean? The only good thing, they opened a 24-hour this little Schmickelglein's gym in Pennsylvania. It was like 24 hours, So he fucking joins this gym. Needless to say, the partnership dissolved. He's ready to kill the guy. The guy drove him nuts. The guy was a stoop. So here he is. He's going to get out of there. Now, he had just joined the gym. You know what I mean? So he went to the guy. Hey, look, I joined a couple weeks ago. I paid. I want to know if I can get my money back. It wasn't a chain. It was like Zeke's gym in Pennsylvania. Hey, lift that rock. You know what I mean? It wasn't really a, like a Gold's gym, and nothing about anybody in PA. A lot of people in PA that are normal, but this guy wasn't. So, needless to say, the guy from the gym was being a prick, and he's like, well, no, you paid, that's it, and blah, 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 blah. Now, Chris was like a funny guy, but when he let something steam him, and if you like to get him a little cooked and, like, remind him, like, hey, you're letting that rube take advantage of you, So, he's like, yeah, well, there's nothing I can do about it. Nothing he could do about it until he got his bike back to Jersey, and I saw his bike. He had taken, it's a 24-hour gym. He went and took the lat bar off the gym, off the Universal, and mounted it as handlebars on his bike. So he got his value back pretty much, and you know, some farmer that owned the gym is scratching his head saying, "Where did that go?" Wasn't much of a story, but more will come. You know what I mean? The anal thing fucked me up. You know what I mean? That was like at 10:30 this morning, and I had a cup of yeah, good one, Bob Rafferty. A near beer. That's what I had. Decaffeinated coffee. I tried a cup of decaffeinated coffee. You know what decaffeinated must be a French word for jerk off, because I felt like I got jerked off. That wasn't coffee. It was like I did have my hazelnut flavor creamer in there, so it was like drinking warm hazelnut creamer because there was no coffee, no like, or, no, or e. It was just like, decaf must mean you're not getting anything. You just paid for some warm water with some black food coloring in it because there's no caffeine in it. Hence, I guess decaffeinated. But yeah, that was it. You know what I mean? I just wanted to let that out. Tomorrow I'm gonna do a Ching. It was things happened today. I had to do a couple little missions. So, but there will be something interesting told tomorrow. You know what I mean? Have a good one. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, it's cold out too. Hey, you got the fucking weather.